about to add another mark to the tally.
And you will die. I mean, all of you will. But that won't come to pass. I'll do as you ask. I'll leave.
A wise choice.
I wasn't aware there was a choice.
To you, that surely is the only option. Please bear in mind, you and Penacony are of different worlds. Those born on the far bank cannot seek solace across the river, leave, and never return. The radiance of the planet of festivities is overwhelmingly bright, luring in tricksters, wrongdoers, and criminals. But even the harmony itself will never welcome the self-annihilator of nihility. And even more so, when this self-annihilator heralds the destruction of everything. Your strength is obviously a gift of the sleep Acheron. A befitting name.
Take it from someone on the other side of your so-called river. You know better than I do that Penacony has already deviated from the harmony. Whatever your intentions may be, I foresee only one outcome. Its future holds nothing but nihility. Just like all the worlds that have drowned in their shadow.
Attention, please. The unusual event that occurred moments ago was due to a technical malfunction.
Oh, I swear that was...
Excuse me. Are you talking about the Clock Studios theme park incident?
Hmm? Yeah, what about it?
No need to worry. I apologize for any inconvenience caused to your delightful dream journey. What you just mentioned about the chips really piqued my interest.
Oh, it was just... those chips you normally see everywhere. The green ones?
And then those chips simply disappeared.
Huh? Miss Robin, you mean...
Shh. This technology hasn't been made public yet. Can you help me keep this secret? The raining chips.
Oh, I see. Then it all makes sense now.
Thank you. As appreciation. Oh. Press it at just the right moment in the celebration. And there could be an unexpected treat. All right. It looks like there are so many people talking about it. This commotion at the theme park definitely made waves.
promised they would protect. The family needs to provide.
It appears the good sir has seen many great events. However, their time...
Miss Robin, I know that the family can try their best to...
But as you can see, sir, perhaps the dreamscape is not as
I could stay here.
Of course. With the Charmony Festival event. Hello. May I ask what happened?
Nothing to be worried about. There...
Hey, are you a fool?
I'm sorry.
Hey, don't sweat it.
Oh, we've sealed off the theme park.
Rest assured, Miss Robin will...
I trust you guys.
Well...
Actually,
Miss...
Thank you all for your loyalty towards the family. Of course the family did not agree.
No wonder. So this is the main reason why the
Don't worry. Mr. Sunday is currently tracking his whereabouts. And I'll...
please be assured, Miss Robin.
Thank you for your hard work. This is a small gift prepared by the Iris family.
I can't believe...
If trouble comes knocking on our...
Miss Robin?
I didn't expect to meet a fan here.
I can't believe I'm actually meeting the
Preparation is important. But the ceremony is fundamentally about sharing the Great One's harmony with them regarding the recent mishap.
But, are you Plus, I met that generous gentleman.
Everyone, please do not panic.
Even if you say so.
Some people just never...
Miss Robin?
Still, I suppose I should keep on helping everyone.
Huh? What?
Here, take this. Little, make sure to take good care of it. You never know.
We're back to where it all began. You entered the golden hour from this place. And it is a pleasure to journey alongside you once more. But it's time I laid bare the entire truth before you. As you might have heard, I also go by another name. Stellaron Hunter Sam. I'm sorry. I had no other choice. I know you have many questions. Do you remember when we encountered death in that strange dreamscape? When I was caught by that meme? In that instant before it killed me? I saw the reflection of another dreamscape in its ghastly pupils. So, following the clues in the script, I came up with some theories about the meme. That's why I instructed Silverwolf to issue invitations, drawing everyone to the Dreams Hotel. I intended to call upon death before you arrived, to solve the riddle using more direct means, and then invite you to join. However, contrary to my wishes, I couldn't defy the script, and I didn't get a chance to explain it to you. It is how you see now. I was impaled by the bladed wings of death. The heavy pressure of concentrated memoria, miasma, exploded in my mind as if it was actually reality. But after the momentary numbness subsided, I was still alive. And it was just as I thought. I had arrived at a place starkly different from this beautiful dream. Beneath the dreamscape of Penacony lies another, more chaotic, more primal memory zone. Its name? Land of the Exiles. And so, then I returned to the hotel in the dreamscape, hoping to tell you of its existence. Yet I could not reveal my own identity. So, I could only divert your party's attention and lure you away from the battlefield. And after all my attempts proved futile, it wasn't until not long ago when a crimson blade of light shattered the high wall of the dream, causing you all to fall far into the abyssal depths of the dreamscape, that I was able to awaken you and your companions one by one. And that's it. That is all that's happened so far. I know it's tough to believe all this without reservations. I just want to say, you are very close to the final answer. Just one more thing needs to be done. And then I can prove it to you. Now, let's leave this place. Please close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And visualize the dreamscape's outline in your heart. 3, 2, 1. Don't be afraid. The one who has come to greet us has arrived. I never knew you could do this. Do you have a driver's license?
I do.
That is surprising.
Why? Because this is Japella, the city of sins.
No, it's nothing. I'm just thinking that you haven't slept in 20 system hours. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine. I'll survive. Same goes for you.
I'm not so sure about that. Slow down a bit.
Infiltration is over. Feel free to activate Sam anytime you like.
There's still some time before the next part of the script unfolds. Let me stay a little longer in this body. Such a long tunnel.
In half a system hour, it will lead us to Kafka. And then comes the downfall of the Japella Brotherhood.
Is that also part of the script?
It's in your script too.
Sorry. I didn't notice.
Their destiny won't change just because of your selective ignorance. I told you before, it's a bad habit.
What about you then? Is this the moment?
As always, it's a blank slate. It's not on this planet.
Because I'm currently in a car with a sleep-deprived driver. I just want to get there in one piece.
This car has full self-driving capabilities.
Hey, don't take Elio. Would always say there's only one type of destiny. But before that moment arrives,
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history. And that's your next stop.
Land of the Dreams. Penacony.
I hope you find whatever you seek.
Yeah. Glad to see you're safe and sound.
Close your eyes. This is the answer. Isn't it incredible? The monster that we have always known as Death.
The question that has been perplexing us, does death really? Every emergence of that meme is related to the Watchmaker.
The atmosphere here is starkly different from the whispers of the residents. They've heard a familiar name.
It's that man again. Always in the right place at the right time. Himiko and March have already made a move. Get ready. We're about to set off.
The real dreamscape. The land of the exiles. Before we go, should we speak to everyone first?
I'm really sorry for waiting until now. Two reasons. Firstly, the script. In the future that Elios up that aside. There were... Thank you. Do you still remember that medical cabin I told you about? Well, it is the cradle of my vitality. And the meaning of my birth. The timescale of Dreamflux... Keep going straight down this alley and it'll lead to an elevator. It'll take us to the center of the land of the exiles.
What a huge body. Looks like the Watchmaker also left his mark on Dreamflux Reef. The atmosphere in this fortress is pretty different from the...
When I first saw it, I was in awe too. What's even more bizarre is that this place is also separated.
Though both dreamscapes have but there's no point in overthinking things.
Take a right turn at the end of this road and you'll reach the trade.
Not coming with us?
The Astral Express likely needs room for some internal deliberation.
Sure. Let's reconnect later. Letting her go was the right decision. Further observations are needed before we decide whether to trust
Misha?
her. But first, there's someone I need
What
to
was
talk
Misha
to.
doing over there?
Let's go. I'm sure you've already noticed him. He's right over there. The Reverie Hotel's bellboy. How did he end up? We'd better check. Just.
Trash can is.
So this is the so-called freedom.
At this rate, the family done for.
I knew you couldn't hold your liquor. You were the guest from before. We meet again!
Hello, Misha. I'm Welt. We met in a dream. And who might this be?
Tick-tock! Old friend and new friend! Let's high-five!
You're,
Nope. How did you two get here? This dreamscape isn't
So, this...
Yep. After my work in the beautiful dream ends, I'll go back home. Commuting used to be more convenient, but ever since travel became cumbersome, Sleepy started ferrying people back and forth between the two.
This... Sleepy.
Sleepy is a memory zone meme. Looks fierce and has many eyes.
Based on the description, that meme is indisputably death. A nightmare for the family.
Death? Not in a dream, surely. Sleepy's just a little...
I see. Has it brought back any guests recently?
I see. Then you'll have to speak with Gallagher. Mr. Yang, is it Miss Robin?
Just as I thought. Considering what happened with Miss Firefly.
If you're looking for Miss Robin, I can lead the way.
If it's not too much trouble.
Oh, I haven't. But please, rest assured. Dreamflux Reef... how about this? Since it's your first time here in Dreamflux Reef, she's gone to Mrs. Grace's to visit the children.
All right, then. Well, we now know the answer to both murder cases that have caused such commotion in Penacony. As for the... Yes, that's my thinking as well. I'm not entirely certain, but... Say, you mentioned before that you saw a clock. I can't shake off this strange feeling. Forget it. It's not important.
Everyone, look! From here?
A black hole?
Oh, so Mr. Yang is also versed in Memoria dynamics. Look! There she is!
My calculations are finally done. In another 10 system hours, the above dream will swallow the dream below. Who are you all, and why haven't you left yet? I'm Kami, a dreamscape surveyor specialist. See that huge gaping hole? It was just a narrow rift many years ago. But the scary part is, by constantly improving upon Madame Rosalie, after 10 system hours, the Dreamflux Reef will cease to exist!
Please don't worry. This sort of thing has happened many...
You don't say.
Oh, do you know her too?
We're very interested in...
Why, of course! She's an excellent scholar of Regrettably, due to the presence of the Garden of Recollection, ordinary people, I came to Penacony to learn more about my idol, and went to great lengths to seek out dream... I felt it. The source is in... the golden hour.
Does the name Madame Rosalina sound... That's right. It seems like she did a great deal of research and calculation.
Miss Kami regularly mentions her. I hear Madame Rosalina. Our destination is the commercial district. That's where the largest crowds gather in Dreamflux Reef. We might be able to find the others there. Let me go!
Please, come to your senses. I'm begging you.
Ghost! There's a ghost! Don't come near me!
Oh my. I'm human and so are you. Can you get a grip? Mr. Yang and Miss Trailblazer, I've been waiting regular comedian. He thinks he's dead. Although, when I've...
Dear guest, this is not the afterlife.
That's right. Did you hear that? Repeat.
You're talking to someone invisible. Stop asking!
You're not talking about...
Don't say that name!
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it, or rock with it! That'll take...
Turn it up!
Hope I don't mess up.
Bring on it!
He passed out. His intense negative emotion.
I see.
Unlike in the Sweet Dream, people here don't see Memory Zone memes as dangerous. But we can't just leave this man.
We can ask Jessie for help. I've gotten to know many locals while waiting for you guys. Everyone here is living a self-sufficient life. I don't know how to describe it, but this place feels like the real dreamscape. Evening, Jessie.
Welcome, Miss March. Who might these be?
These two are my friends. As for the man lying on the ground...
I see. Another poor guy. There have been a lot of new faces lately. Things must be tough and...
Do such things often?
Not really, but they're becoming more frequent now. This man has had quite the shock.
Hello, Vian Lake?
That must be Robin.
Huh? Robin? But I thought she... Oh, right.
Misha's about to take us to her.
We met some stowaways in the residential area. I heard that places like Dreamflux Reef are scattered throughout the map. I also heard that when Dreamflux Reef took shape, it was...
If that's true, it's no wonder that...
Himeko must be gathering information. This is where we split up. She can't be too...
So that's how it is. I never imagined we'd gather the remaining...
Deborah Gallagher's catch.
Himeko, here they are.
Ah, perfect timing. Now that everyone's here, I'd like to introduce everyone to my...
It's a pleasure to...
You know us?
I've been keeping an eye on you since the day you arrived in Penacony. We would have met under more appropriate circumstances. Please, allow me to formally...
Gravekeeper.
Life in Dreamflux Reef is pretty liberating. Everyone here mostly keeps to themselves.
You're too modest, Micah. When...
So, Guardian?
Were you talking to me?
On that note, Mr. Mika, which tombstones are you...
They're actually just symbolic stones. But before that, you have an important guest.
An important guest? Who could it be?
This way, please. The roads here in Dreamflux Reef are a bit run down, so watch your step. She is.
Everyone sang so wonderfully.
Oh, I can't thank you enough, Robin.
It was nothing, Grace. I merely taught them. Life must be quite difficult.
That's right.
Whenever it's time to say goodbye to these kids.
It seems you truly are a child of the Harmony. Emma and Andy are orphans. I took if we compare people and me,
An old lady with no leg.
I'm glad that you found a new...
Don't worry, Robin. Dreams have their significance, but they aren't everything. But you know what? Emma and Gary aren't plagued. You see, in dreams, we learn how to live.
And should our feathers be dipped, there's no need to covet an illusory sky and dream.
It's a relief to see you safe and sound, Miss Robin.
It's nice to see you all again, Astral Express crew. I heard my disappearance caused quite the commotion out there. I'm really sorry about that.
Since you're here, can we assume...
Ever since I returned to Penacony, my voice started to change, until it gradually faded away. At first, I thought it was a temporary ailment, perhaps due to having been away too long. I thought maybe it just takes some time for my body to acclimate to the high concentration of Memoria and Asdana. But now it seems the root of the problem goes way beyond me. There are elements around me that don't align with the harmony.
The sweet dreams collapse. That meant
while I was away from Penacony, the boundaries of the 12 dreamscapes kept expanding outward. Whenever I mentioned the anomalies in my dreams, later, I discovered the secret letters from the IPC ambassador, which further convinced me that there are hidden secrets beneath the surface of Penacony, the land of the exiles, concealed by the family under the guise of death. A dream within a dream, where Penacony's past is buried.
Hearing you speak, it sounds as if your voice has made somewhat of a recovery.
I hate to admit it, but the harmony in this place resonates more broadly than within the sweet dream. It's regrettable, but the family has experienced betrayal. The traitor, or traitors, abandoned their original principles and, using the name of harmony, exploited people's weaknesses to turn Penacony into the planet of festivities. This is not the strong defending the weak, but rather the strong exploiting the weak. A world without equality won't ever be favored by the harmony. And naturally, those voices blessed by them have lost the ability to sing.
Could there be another force influencing the family's ship? Considering what happened with Acheron, it's difficult to conceive of another entity.
I'd heard about what happened to the Cienjo Alliance. But as far as I'm aware, regardless, I cannot accept my home is moving towards the very opposite of what the harmony represents. I must uncover the reason why Mikhail cut ties with the family, and who exactly it was who betrayed us all. I've decided to forgo my role, and never step foot on the Charmony Festival stage again.
Look here, brother. A little bird.
Looks like a fledgling Charmony dove, but Charmony doves don't live here. So, how did this little...
It looks weak and frail.
This place is too dangerous for a fledgling.
Okay. A bird...
I'll ask the family...
A cage?
Let's see. What is it that has captured the attention of the two best interpreters? Oh, poor little thing. Doesn't look like it's due.
I do. But I don't want to lock it up in a cage.
Why?
Even if it's small and not fully feathered. Birds... They should be flying free in the sky.
That's quite the romantic idea. And what about you? Are you...
I think she's right. But if we leave it out in the wild...
Ah, I see. It seems our little... As you probably know, Charmony doves can fly through the air. We've seen this spectacle, so their ancestors were too weak to... After countless attempts by...
So, you mean... bird?
Well, that's an idealistic way of putting it. So, what are your thoughts, Sunday?
I think people believe birds are meant to fly because...
That's an interesting perspective.
For now, I'll keep it in a cage. I want it to live. No matter what.
Well said, kids. It seems each of you has found your own answer.
We will take good care of it. Won't we, brother?
Yeah. But, Mr. Gopherwood? there's one thing I don't quite understand.
And what might that be, my son?
What if this little Charmony dove, I mean, if there are fledglings, should we let them go back to the sky?
Talking in your sleep, Birdie? Time to wake up. Huh? Need a hand?
I'm still alive?
Yeah. Happy about that.
Where is Robin? Tell me. Now.
I knew that was going to be the first thing you'd ask. Don't worry, your sister is here, safe and sound. She's probably walking around the streets now. If I were you, I'd be more worried about myself. After all, right in front of you is the guy who just stabbed you in the chest with a dagger.
If you wanted to kill me, you wouldn't give me the chance to speak.
So, you figured out who I am, huh? No wonder you had the guts to go against the Dream Master and the Four Families. Looks like I made the right choice.
Choice?
You are aware of my plan and see through my act. Time is running out, so let's drop the charades. I'm suggesting we cooperate.
Cooperate? What makes you think I'd cooperate with you?
The fact that the famous Robin has chosen my side. Plus, some clues about a traitor and a bright future for Penacony.
I find it hard to believe a man who's full of deception.
Fine. You don't have to trust me. What you should trust is the sense of justice inside of you.
Show me Robin first.
All right. As you wish. Here she is.
Huh? What's your trick this time?
Just kidding. I mean, this lady...
And the crew, too. There are too many people who you owe an explanation.
That'd be great. Please follow me.
This is the monument I mentioned earlier. The name's inscribed on...
Rosalina and... Tiernan.
When Penacony was known as a frontier prison, it was the Trailblazers who connected it with the stars. However, today, the planet of festivity...
If their names are inscribed here...
According to Micah, they died long ago.
Rosalina was killed during the War of Independence. She ventured alone into the heart. Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger, strong and reliable. He led the people. In the decade following the war, Penacony faced challenges internal and...
Though I had expected as much,
True to the title of Trailblazer, they spent their lives venturing into the unknown.
When Dreamflux Reef was created, its owner was still alive. Here we meet again. Everyone from the Astral Express.
Robin.
my past is gradually coming to light.
I promised to give the siblings some privacy, so let's talk about our business first. What do you say? That sounds sensible enough. Since you went through the trouble of gathering the family... Oh? Is it that obvious?
The look on your face is practically screaming, I'm the one behind all this.
You're right, Mr. Siblings already know what they need to, and they've made their choice. But you, Nameless, before we begin, let me reintroduce myself. I'm the founder of Dreamflux Reef, the deputy of the Watchmaker, and the one who sent out that invitation. As Gallagher, the history fictionologist, I humbly extend my greetings to you all.
History fictionologist?
Well, don't worry. Almost everything I shared was true.
I double-checked with Micah, and everything he said about the family, the Watchmaker, and Mikhail is true.
Thank you for your understanding. Now let's get down to business. I'm sure you're all wondering why I went... Well, it all boils down to something very familiar to all of you. The Stellaron.
The Stellaron? But how is that possible?
You're totally correct. So, care to take a guess at what that means? How keen. Well, what should I say? I expected nothing less from the person here who is the most familiar with Stellarons. The sweet dream doesn't come out of thin air. If you think of the memory zone as the sea, creating the light to achieve this feat, without the help of an emanator of remembrance or enigmata, the only way, and that's not something you can achieve with a simple wish. In Azdana, the planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster.
The planet of
It all started a long time ago, back when the Watchmaker and his crew liberated the frontier prison. They faced countless challenges. The Stellaron first entered the Azdana system. The turning point came after Tiernan's death. By the time a representative from the Montour system's family arrived at the Watchmaker's call, the Stellaron had...
And I suppose the family happened to possess...
Not just that. They knew far more about the Stellaron than the average person. They helped Mikhail swiftly quell the civil unrest and played a part in building Penacony under the disguise of the Harmony. Those 3 eras were known as the Age of Dreaming. The Watchmaker, who had been left in the...
Then...
Remember the island in the ocean metaphor? The truth is, the Stellaron was never truly sealed. It's people's lives. The opulent dream is built upon the decay of spirits, with a toxic elixir called pleasure flowing through the dreamscape. It tempts people to indulge in the dreamscape, and gradually their minds succumb, becoming nourishment for the sweet dream. Confusion, laziness, and cowardice, weaknesses that plague humanity were Sadly, we realized this far too late. By then, the family had at my wit's end, I had to use the power of the Enigmata, and sought refuge in this chaotic realm. Over the years, I created a meme within this dream for our use. Dormancy. That's its real name. We exploited a loophole. You see, regular people can't fall asleep again while they are inside the dreamscape.
So this is the true meaning of the impossible. You sent out invitations in the...
It's not just that. Above all, I wanted to see what happens when the major factions engage in a struggle for the legacy.
So, the legacy...
If you want to consider the Stellaron as the legacy,
If that's the case, where is the Stellaron now?
That's a question for Mr. Wings. The Stellaron is still under the family's control, and as the head of the Oak family, I'm sure he holds all the answers. Are you done talking? So, will you tell us where the Stellaron is?
It is the Penacony Grand Theater itself.
As I suspected. It's the embodiment of the family. The edifice that first materialized within the Sweet Dream. That's what turned Penacony into its current state.
As for the person who employed its power, it is in fact Mr. Gopher.
Well, that was easier than I thought. Did you conduct your own investigation already?
Correct. When I was trying to track down the person who murdered...
Confronting me first turned out to be a smart move on your part.
I didn't have other options. The Dream Master has been elusive, and even the heads of the families can hardly get an audience with him. Moreover, Mr. Gopherwood has been kind to my sister and me. And I didn't want it all to end like this.
What do you mean by that?
To be honest, my brother and I are also victims of the cancer of all worlds. We grew up as orphans, and were adopted by the family when they came to help. Mr. Gopherwood recognized our potential and brought us to Penacony, but I can't just stand by and watch Mr. Gopherwood. I won't step on that stage and sing, no matter who for the paradise in our dreams.
Indeed. For the paradise in our dreams. As the head of the Oak family, I'm responsible for ensuring Penacony's promising future. Robin and I will head into the Sweet Dream and confront the Dream Master. I'll fight alongside you. We'll put the Charmony Festival on hold and make sure
The enemies you are about to face aren't like this old dog here, who can barely even bark. Since our interests are aligned, why don't we team up? Mate?
We have always been following in the footsteps of our nameless predecessors.
Yeah, we Nameless won't back down from a that line actually...
Rest assured, sitting on the sidelines isn't in our nature. Mr. Sunday, Miss Robin, I'm willing to accompany you on behalf of the...
Thank you, Mr. Yang.
Thank you all very much.
The Charmony Festival is about to start, and time is against us. We must hasten.
Everyone, let's gather over here. We still need to make some preparations. I may have been quick to step up to the plate, but confronting...
Huh? Even you're saying that, Mr. Yang? How?
He's the leader of the families of Penacony, and he has the entire power of the Harmony behind him. Not to mention the...
Maybe you can just stay behind this time?
No, that won't do. Even if we count Robin as an ally, something felt off about Mr. Sunday just now. Although, I can't quite put my finger. You're still carrying the keepsake the IPC envoy gave you, right? I knew it. As I suspected, this chip Aventurine gave to you is actually a miniature train. If I'm right, he intends to use it to track your location or contact you when needed. As it so happens, this may actually be of some use in the current situation.
Aventurine? Is he still alive?
Remember what I said earlier? Working with the IPC, if negotiations go south and the family show their true colors by going after the Stellaron, I'll use this train. The only question mark in all of this is Aventurine's current status. But the IPC is always listening, especially
Good luck to you, Welt.
Well, you take care too. If anything goes wrong...
Spoken like a true hero, even if the Dream Master is innocent.
Don't you have something else to tell us, Gallagher?
Why would you say so?
Before we departed, the conductor asked us to inquire about the three Nameless in Penacony. We've already collected if I'm not mistaken. We've already met him somewhere, haven't we?
It's not enough to say meet, but the answer is pretty obvious. After all, I've hinted at it in quite an evident way. I've been watching over you ever since I received the reply from the Astral Express. And I've seen the great effort you all put into linking different realms together across the... Miss Himiko, were you the one who repaired the Express and got it sailing through the cosmos again?
Yes.
And you two, young Nameless, you have very interesting life stories and extraordinary skills.
I don't know much about my life story, but I...
You're full of energy. Please send my regards to the conductor, Pom Pom. As for the last Nameless, he embarked, disembarked, and embarked again. Traveling in a great... On his deathbed, he told me to find the Astral Express and deliver an invitation to the future Nameless. He left behind a special gift. Come with me. Now is the time to reveal it.
Back here again.
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, little friend. Like you've still got so much to say and do. I've kept my promise. Brought the future trailblazers you've waited so long for. I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train. But don't let us down, old man.